NAT-T, short for NAT traversal, or Network Address Translation Traversal. This is the whole name for that thing, and I want to discuss what it is and why we need that. Without that thing, VPN is not going to work, and if you want to become a hero from beginner, you have to know this. Alright, so in checkpoint environment, if you go to IPsec VPN on your main object and go for VPN Advanced, you're going to see this setting here, which is called NAT Traversal. And it's saying here, industry standard. And it is true, without this technology, your VPN connection will not work. And it is enabled by default, and I want to go just a bit deeper explaining what it is, because you might grab some other useful information from that. So over here on top, we have a packet that is basic how it looks before applying ESP or UDP encapsulation, basically before it's being encrypted. We have IP header, we have TCP header, we have data. IP header, basically we have our source IP, from where the packet is coming, our destination IP, where the packet is going, our TCP and UDP header, basically how we deliver the packet, what port we use, and we have actual data. So basically, after we apply ESP or UDP encapsulation, we add stuff like ESP header. Of course, we have to close it. We adding ESP trailer. Apart from that, we have ESP authentication, and we have outer IP header. So it might seem a bit confusing here, but I want to explain what is actually happening. So our IP header, as you can see, is being encrypted. So we add ESP header right before our IP header. So how do we know where we go if we don't have the IP address? Because it's being encrypted, right? The packet on the internet is being encrypted, and we don't have the port. The problem here, without the port, we are not able to NAT the traffic. I've explained this before, how NAT works, how we get our port number and translate it to be routable on the internet, and we are not able to do that because it's encrypted. It is encrypted. And what we do here, so in order to solve this problem, NAT-T, NAT traversal thing was designed, and it is basically we add UDP header on top of our ESP header. So UDP header is not encrypted. So it's using, I have all of the stuff here I want to explain as well, but we will get to that. So basically in our UDP header in NAT-T, we use port 4500. So we use that port by default, and then we translate it, we NAT it to some other port once we go out of our external interface. So from here, it's basic NAT thing. The only difference is we just change from our unencrypted TCP header, which is being encrypted now, we add a special UDP header, which is called NAT-T, and it's using this special port 4500. And we use outer IP header as well, because our IP header is encrypted as well. So there is another thing I want to talk a little bit. So basically, in our first phase, when we negotiate a VPN tunnel, we've talked about this, what kind of things we negotiate. But one more time, it has 6 packets. All right. So the first packet is VPN proposal. We propose with our encryption, hash, and lifetime. A second packet that we receive is basically a response from peer to agree on packet number 1. Packet number 3 and 4 is responsible basically for 2 things. It detects if both ends support NAT-T, and it detects NAT devices along the transmission path. It is called NAT discovery. And packet number 5 and 6 basically performs an authentication between peers. It's using either certificate or pre-shared key, and they have to match. So the point I'm trying to make here, if you troubleshoot your connection and maybe another site, another vendor hasn't enabled NAT-T technology, so that would show in packet 3 and 4. Alright, so I hope that was informative for you guys. So now you know how the packet looks when it's being encrypted, how UDP header is being added with the port number that is translated when it's leaving the gateway on the external interface, and now you know how to troubleshoot NAT-T problem. But I want to mention that it's not really a common problem when you're working with VPN, because by default that technology is enabled everywhere, but I've seen problems like this. So just to be a hero, just know this stuff.